Alright, here we go. This is a... Actually, I'm not sure if this is ranked or custom, but I don't really care. But this is a 2v2 on Duel, and it will be between the Carbon team in the upper left. It is R3ddog in the Black Ops Striker and Br0mania, also known as Attila, in the N-Division Osprey. Their opponents, the red team in the bottom right. It is a happydeath in a classic Helix, and ARehmanBhatti in a... I believe that's probably the ultimate striker, most likely. With is that happydeath with the Valentine contrails or whatever it is, exhausts. But yes, this is a very high level game. These are very highly ranked players. R3ddog currently unranked, but that's basically because he was not active last month. But Rehman ranked 11, which is probably a little low for what he should be, or low. Either way, but he is teamed with the #1 player happydeath against the #2 player Attila / Br0mania, and likely top 5 next month R3ddog. Both teams are going to be opening extremely quickly, and already Rehman going with a Dillo harass, going to try to snipe a tank out. Was attempting to delay the infantry capture, but might get finished off in the retreat here, and very close, but able to get back to his post. happydeath gonna try to focus R3ddog in the air now. Rehman gonna try to, and happydeath gonna try to chase him. Will he be able to get the finish? Okay, R3ddog lands, but happydeath is a Helix. R3ddog gonna get finished off on the ground there. happydeath leveling up, hitting level 3. That is a kind of a big thing early game, honestly. Both teams starting on mid fight, but from approaching from different directions, this goalie is not actually clear, so that might be troublesome for the Carbon team approaching from the side rather than the top / bottom, like the red team is doing. Actually, they're doing both. Carbon team is approaching from both ends, and it looks like happydeath are going to put the ceremonial heavy mines down. Of course, just a matter of time before Attila throws them down as well. Okay, Rehman going for a push already. Dillo heavy, so it might actually be fairly successful, but not really supported enough by the mechs. Rehman needing to retreat here. The red team losing a couple units, but not that bad. The Carbon team forced to pull back, and the position for the red team is actually very decent. These Dillos could be actually shifted. I don't think the right side is very valuable right now. They probably can move them to the left side, but the Carbon team with decent units around, and Bucky's firing in. Both teams losing units left and right, 35 to 33, so it's fairly even. happydeath getting, Rehman getting finished off in the air. I thought that was happydeath for some reason. happydeath gonna survive. It is Striker Osprey versus Striker Helix, so the red team's gonna have a nice advantage when it comes to dealing with mechs on the ground. Just like happydeath finishing off R3ddog earlier. But obviously the Osprey is a really valuable mid-fight mech. And it looks like, R3ddog not going to get finished off there. But happydeath grabbing the box. Second box is still in play. happydeath putting down more ceremonial mines. Did not grab the other box, interestingly enough. It is 49 to 33, so red team actually kind of behind regarding upkeep, but there's roughly, there's roughly 2 to 3 units out on the field, like 22 versus 33 before. It's very close to that still. We do have an interesting little attack here by ARehmanBhatti. We're going to finish off a Stinger for some reason with a Buster, and not going to take the Buster back, going to try to use it to neutralize, but red team is losing a lot of footing here in the mid. So this better be worth it, or else Carbon team's gonna basically take... I mean, this is Duel. Duel mid wins a lot in Duel. And there you go, the 4 sergeants going down. Carbon team not catching it in time. R3ddog losing that rush back to capture. And Rehman with even more sergeants. happydeath here to reinforce. Br0mania really low on health. The Helix getting another finish on the ground. And the Carbon team gonna probably secure mid. So this is gonna be an interesting trade. This is going to be quite an interesting trade. Red team is still going to be up on outposts 4 to 3, but that is with the contingency that the Carbon team secures and holds the middle outpost, which the red team is actually still contesting. Rebels being spammed out by happydeath might be able to keep this neutralized. I mean, it's not like the Carbon team has a commanding presence, and Rehman going for the back, or not the back, but the forward neutralization as well. If he gets this, which is probably unlikely since Br0mania is now spamming sergeants, it goes down to neutral, but it will go right back up, very likely. But now Rehman gonna be at the close side of the Carbon team going to start harassing the fort, which is a great move. I love the pressure on the fort. The Carbon team is going to be forced to deal with it. Rebels on a single corner. Would have been nice to see them on 2 corners, but either way, it's still going to be something that the Carbon team is going to have to deal with. The fort health is slowly ticking down. However, there's very light defenses here at the close that they were able to capture. Tons of gaddies, though, so the quick neutralization is not a huge danger. Does look like the Carbon team is kind of trying to harass here. Red Dog with the gaddy, but Happy Death quick to respond. What is Remen doing? Remen is just basically further securing this that close outpost, but Carbon team now does have mid firmly under the control. Gaddy going down, which is kind of hilarious. Remen trying to harass that back corner, but both players on the Carbon team are there to respond to it very quickly. Did I mention, guys, this is a live game off the watch tab, so no idea how this is going to turn out at all. This game is still going, most likely. Looks like Remen trying to deal with Br0mania, but again, against the Osprey, it's going to be very difficult to sustain. And Happy Death trying to get the neutralization here, but Red Dog to respond, but really low on health, and the missiles too much, overwhelming Red Dog, and does look like okay, mid gets neutralized. While Br0mania fights Remen on this front, he realizes the mid has been neutralized, coming back with some creep, so they will be able to secure it. But Happy Death is slowly creeping up. The turtle leading the way at 49 to 45, so the red team is basically caught up in terms of upkeep. And Happy Death getting focused! Red Dog actually getting focused as well. A double kill. Happy Death and Red Dog killing each other, which is hilarious. It's a hilarious thing that can happen now. I think mostly because of the death animation thing, so you're on the screen for a little bit longer and able to do stuff for a little bit longer, which is super weird. But Br0mania gonna try to clean up as much as possible. Happy Death does need to pull back. It is very significant and finishes Br0mania over the post. That is pretty major. And Remen's right now putting a lot of pressure on the Carbon team fort. There is a humongous army all set on hold position, while Happy Death has the freedom to do as much clearing at mid as possible. Red Dog and Br0mania are going to have to deal with this, and they're going to have to deal with it right now. With 2 mechs and a fort, will be a substantially the army is made of dillos here. So look how fast that red team army got finished off, and this might allow for the neutralization and retaking of this close post. But is it going to be too late? Will Happy Death be able to get this neutralization, and will he be able to clear the rest of the Carbon units? Red Dog actually getting killed on the ground by an armadillo. Oh no! So it does look like Br0mania gonna try to retake or at least hold mid from Happy Death, but now Happy Death's unit positioning is much more favorable for the red team. Red team takes it, and Happy Death finishing Br0mania in the air. Does look like the red team has been able to secure that right side, that top close outpost, and going for more fort damage here. Carbon team desperately trying to get the neutralization here, but it's probably not going to happen as there are a lot of infantry over here and a lot of units present, and it does look like the Carbon team did surrender. What a quick, aggressive, fast-paced game, though. Happy Death and ARehmanBhatti taking this either custom or ranked, I'm not sure. 2v2 game over Red Dog and Br0mania / Attila. So, wow. So, this is not the type of, this is not the typical game that gets sent into me, because usually games are more back and forth than that. But really, when you look at it, that game was pretty back and forth. It was pretty awesome. Honestly, until red team took that top right, it looked like Carbon team had it, but it took a long time for them to respond. ARehmanBhatti was able to get a secure on that close, and from there he just really used that position to his advantage. And I mean, it was really cool to see, because usually when people cheese, they just sit and sit and sit on that outpost. Wants to hold it, they want to hold it as long as possible, because they, at that point, usually you're going to have a credit income advantage, and all you got to do is just wait, build units, keep your units alive, don't let them kill yours as much as possible. You'll level up first, you'll get to goalies first, you'll get to Berthas first, you'll get to Devastator and Silo first, and that's about it. But Remen did not allow that to happen. He did not just sit and wait. He used it, and he kept being aggressive, put a lot of pressure on the enemy fort, and that was that. So, pretty cool game. Short and sweet, just the way I like it. I don't know about you guys. So, 2v2 ladder, getting started in the AirMech Power Ranking Discord server. If you'd like to be involved, if you are an active player, get in touch. all of these guys on the screen are in that server. And rankings are going to come out pretty soon. January 2021. It's a new year. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. And maybe we'll have a couple new top dogs. We'll see you soon. This is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.